Hello world, Mr. Resistor here, continuing our alpha journey and continuing with the Gallente election event. So, let's get our daily reward real quick. And, alright, so we got 35 political favor points up here. Just wait, we'll let those sit for now. Um, check our stuff real quick. I don't even know why I opened this. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright. So... I think that's what we're going to be doing today. Scanning. So I'm really hoping to find at least one of these iteration data banks / vaults. Maybe we could also do some, I don't know, some T1 missions. Let's see, does it matter what we do? Gallente security missions. Complete 3 Gallente security missions. Okay. Simple enough. Alright, so we'll scan these two systems. If we don't, well, I'll put it this way. If we don't find at least one of these databank vaults first, then we'll do some missions. Or, I don't know. I mean, I guess really we could do some missions while we're scanning. Let's see. Gallente. One. Okay, there's one in that other system we're going to. Alrighty. That's annoying. This whole skipping a thing is doesn't seem to be working out for me today. Oh, awesome. Somebody cleared it. Hmm. Seems like this is a popular missioning system, which makes sense since the base we were just in has a level 4 mission agent.
Warp drive active.
Like, did they change scanning or something? I feel like this is not working the way I remember it. Still need one more site, but let's run a mission.
Drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Because I really do want to see how this ship performs. So hopefully. Okay. That's against Mar. I don't want to hurt my standing. Okay, Serpentis. Part of my problem, almost certainly, is that I'm in a system with too many people.
Warp drive active.
So, we have to assume that a couple of those are trying to do exploration. Or are at least scanning stuff down. Whether they're trying to do the exploration sites or not, they might just be target of opportunity.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Alright, so this is mainly a drone ship. We do have blasters here, but our range is not very far. So we're gonna mainly be using our drones to take stuff out. And only using our blasters if they really get, like, right up in our grill. Like these guys. So actually, I think I want to switch to Void as the shorter range. So I can just, like, blap. Okay. Not bad. I mean, not that that's a huge challenge, of course. but it feels like it went quickly. Oh yeah. Forgot I had a thing I needed to do.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
again. Nope. Not doing it. Alright, let's see.
Warp drive active.
I am thinking it's probably a good idea to get a little bit away from Dodixie. For the scanning. A little bit. Get to a little bit less populated system.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Let's go ahead and track that one too, why not?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh, this one's even more full. Man. Who knew there were so many Gallente? You'd think with this many players they wouldn't get stomped so hard in faction warfare. But I don't know. Maybe Gallente just doesn't attract the kinds of people who do faction warfare.
Warp drive active.
Ah, well, this will definitely get us our kills. I didn't even look at the name of the mission. I just noted it wasn't an empire, so it was like, okay, fine. even need to do anything here? Can I just AFK this? It's kind of looking like maybe I can. Or I could scan down this site. Oh, yes, one thing I can talk about is a little bit of frustration with YouTube. Had some trouble uploading episode 1320, which, it just kind of like, it was acting weird. Hold on a second. All right. So if you're familiar with the YouTube upload process, there's basically 4 stages to it, right? There's the initial one where you set all your title and a bunch of the settings and stuff, right? Um, then there's another one where you can like add some other stuff, like subtitles is one. Um,
Warp drive active.
then there's a page called initial checks, and that's where it seemed to be breaking down, because normally you can just click through that, and like, I don't have any worries about copyright strikes or anything. Like, I'm not doing anything like that. Um, so normally you can just click right through it, and then you get to the last stage, which is visibility, where I can set the date and time when it goes live, right? Fairly simple, except for 1320, it was not letting me go past that initial checks phase. Um, and I don't know why. And so at first I thought, oh, okay, maybe they changed the process, right? And now you have to let it go through these checks um, before you can finalize it, which would be really dumb and really annoying, but like, we are in the age of enshittification, so I expect a big company like Google to make the user experience worse at this point, just because they feel like they have to do something. Um, okay. So, now, this gets extra annoying because this is a. 1320 is a long episode. Um, it's over 2 hours. It's like 2 hours and 17 minutes, I think. Which, normally I try to keep them to an hour or less. I might go a little bit over sometimes if it makes sense to do so, um, but not too much. And that was kind of initially my thought when I did go over, because it's doing the campaign trail, um, event activity, whatever. It's basically, I think, the path from the old Grand Prix event. So it's a long, like, endurance race kind of thing. It's like 142 jumps, I think. Um, and I did it in a shuttle, so it was, relatively quick. Not like you can build a fast ship that'll go like, it'll jump at like 12 AU. Um, with an align time of under 2 seconds, and like you can just absolutely rip through that. But that requires a T2 frigate. I think you might only be able to do it with um, interceptors, but maybe covert ops. Covert ops are pretty fast, also. Um, and the way they've got it broken down, like, you can't get the whole route at one time. You go to the first um, spot, and well, you can you complete the first thing in the series, and then it gives you the location for the next spot you have to get to. Right. So it's kind of a unknown route at start, and you don't have a clear, like, picture of where you are in it either. Like, I don't know. I don't know about you. I can't keep track of that. Like, not without. Oh, excuse me. I slept poorly. Um, Not with that many jumps, right? That's just too many. Too much to keep track of. So, anyway. Like, I had sort of convinced myself that, oh, I'll be at the end anytime now. Like, I don't want to cut it here, and then there's only like 5 jumps left, and then I'll be embarrassed, right? Like, I was wrong. Full mea culpa. But, I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Like, maybe there's some utility in seeing the whole thing from start to finish, right? In one unedited thing, so you know what you're getting into. Um, but that's a big video, and it took forever to upload. So, and it's stuck at this checking phase, right? Initial checks. And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe they changed the process, and now it's got to do the checks before you can like set the visibility stuff. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Um, and it was taking, like, my normal process is I'll record this, right? This is the first character I jump on. As I've said before, I do have alts. Um, so I'll jump on this character, I'll do my recording, I'll start the upload, and then I go do, whatever I need to do on my other characters. Um, and that's my typical process, and usually by the time I'm done doing my stuff on the other characters, uh, the upload's done, right? Easy peasy. Even for a relatively long run, like some of my hour-long ones, that's usually the case. This took forever to upload. It really bogged down, and I don't know why. Um, but it just was really a problem this time. But like I said, I'm like, okay, maybe it's gotta actually upload and check the whole thing, and it says that the checks are done during standard definition processing, and
Autopilot disabled.
blah blah.
Waypoint set.
Why is it? Oh, did I hit the autopilot button for some reason? All right. So, I mean, it's like 4 or 5 hours that I'm into this upload before I'm finally just like, man, I gotta try and sleep. Right. So I just let it. I walked away. I let it go. And the whole time it's just sitting there on that initial checks page, but nothing's interactable. But again, maybe it's just gotta finish the process first, and you just gotta wait, right? That's a thing that happens with software sometimes. I mean, when I was working on New World Eternum, like, if I had to, if there was any kind of situation where I had to, like, fully rebuild, and that happened fairly regularly. I mean, not necessarily every day, but it was like, well, okay, um, just walk away and do something else for 45 minutes, because my computer's not going to be usable. You know, like that's just that's just a thing sometimes when you're doing heavy lifting with computers and video processing or big uploads can be that kind of thing sometimes. So fine, whatever. So then I wake up and it's still stuck on that page, still not interactable at all. Um, but it's saying the checks are done and it didn't find anything. Obviously, right? You know we knew that was going to be the case, but it's just stuck. So I figure, okay, since the upload is done and all the processing is done, I can reload the web page, restarting the process, right? And then jump back into it. But no. No, so now it's sitting there as a draft that I can't edit. I can't set visibility on it. Um, it's just stuck there. And I tried a few times, going back through. Like I said, it's already uploaded. It's already rendered to, standard def and high def. It's already run all the checks, but I can't get past that stage. So, anyway, now I'm uploading it again. Let's see, it's been going for an hour. It's at like 18%, and it seems to be slowing down, so I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to be. Anyway, all of this to say, maybe there's going to be some issues with episode 1320. And, I know this is going to be after the fact, and you'll already know the answer to that question by the time you get to this one. But I won't. you know, maybe I'll have to try and chop it up. Maybe and do some editing to add you know, the end and then the beginning of the next one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, but anyway, I'm annoyed with YouTube and I just wanted to rant. Um, we'll see what happens. All right. We have completed one of the tasks. Where does that put us on here? Hey, we got the Plex. Nice. We love the Plex. All right, so we'll see how it looks tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do missions and scanning again tomorrow. But we'll see how I'm feeling. I wanna try and do. I'm not gonna do the factional warfare. Probably not gonna do Homefront. But I do want to try and do all the rest. Right. I think the security missions, doing the full cycle, that seems like kind of a no-brainer. And then I'll try to do scanning while I'm doing that. And hopefully actually find a couple of these. I think I'm probably gonna have to move out more into the hinterlands of Gallente space to do that, though. I feel like these are just these systems are too populated, so there's going to be too much competition. Um, so yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for today. So until next time, have a good one.